Do you remember the account of Jesus with the Samaritan woman at the well in John chapter 4? Remember what the Bible says about her husbands? Let's read that in a modern translation. Jesus said to her, "You are right when you say you have no husband. The fact is, you have had 5 husbands, and the man you now have is not your husband. What you have said is quite true." John 4:17 through 18, NIV 78. Of course, any modern reader would read that as that she had been married and divorced 5 times. Again, there is no word in the Greek language for husband. So let's translate that again and take into account the verb tenses. Answers apokrythe, aorist tense, the woman, and says, epen, aorist tense, I am having, ekto, present tense, no man. Jesus is saying, legi, present tense, to her, you say, epas, aorist tense, well, that I am having, ekko, present tense, no man. For 5 men, you have, eskes, aorist tense, and whom you now are having, exias, present tense, is, estin, present tense, not your man. Truthful this you have spoken. Ierekas, perfect tense. That's a little awkward to read it in the word flow of the Greek, but you can see the difference. Modern translations have Jesus telling her, you have had 5 husbands, at the start of verse 18. But there are 2 problems with that. The first is, again, that there's no such word, husband. The second problem is that you have had would have had to have been in the perfect verb tense, specifying an action that has been completed, which would have had to have been spelled eskekas, if that was the case. But it wasn't spelled that way, so that wasn't the verb tense used. The verb tense is aorist. The aorist tense, eskes, is time indefinite, meaning timeless, stating the fact of something rather than the act. So you see that she really has 5 men. In other words, she has married 5 men. In other words, she has 5 husbands, as we would say in modern times. And the man she is now having is not her man. In other words, he is unmarried or belongs to another woman, making her presently engaging in adultery, fornication, or prostitution. It does not say that she divorced and remarried multiple times. That is a modern concept, not a biblical one, besides the fact that Jesus didn't either say or imply that.